Hello guys, and you're very welcome back to my channel. Master Baits Killian here, just basically answering all the questions that I often get asked while sea trout fishing. So let's get into it. First question I get asked is where I fish sea trout. Effectively, venue isn't really important, as sea trout will be in every estuary, every river mouth that flows off onto a beach. Sea trout will patrol up and down the beaches and the estuary and even as far up the river. You can fish the estuary, you can beach cast on the beach, and you can spin the rivers as well as fly fish the river for sea trout. They're fairly universal in their behaviour, so any venue that has the certain features which mentioned, such as estuaries onto a beach, will hold your sea trout. The next question I always get asked, folks, is when is the best time to fish for sea trout? This is my own personal opinion on what I find the best for me. It's not necessarily the most correct answer, but it's my personal preference. I find the best time to fish for sea trout is April to midsummer, so essentially now onwards. If you fish, you can fish sea trout 12 months a year, January, February, March. You know, I've caught them in March. I usually pick up my sea trout fishing around Easter time. From essentially mid-April onwards, it really kicks off and it really gets the most productive time I find. The time of day then I find first light is optimal. First thing in the morning, as the tide meets first light is your best time I find. You can catch them at all speeds of the tide, with the best productive times being first light, last light, and even nighttime. I've never found nighttime overly productive, but I know loads of people who have. I find first light the best and last light coming into a close second. Third question I always get asked, folks, is what bait do I use for sea trout? The bait I use in this order, sandeel, sprat and mackerel strip. I find sandeel, fresh frozen sandeel, the fresher the better, is just absolutely ideal for sea trout. Use them whole. There's loads of tutorials online on how to bait them up on the hook. I'll link a video in the description showing you how to do that. Sprat bait as well, so I've got some serious good fish on sprat. It's very cost effective, as well as mackerel. Strip sandeel is probably more if you're your more pricey version, but yeah, sandeel, sprat and mackerel strip, they're my three go-to baits for sea trout fishing. Question I get asked as well is how do I set up for sea trout? Basically, folks, I just ledger in an estuary, so I'm just using a 8 pound leader with size 6 hook with a ledger style setup and an inline sliding weight above it. So that's as simple as that. I'll do a more in-depth tutorial on how I tie that rig as well, so stay tuned. So be sure to stay tuned for that. You can use abundances of setups. You can use floats, you can use beach casting setups, you can use lure spinning, and you can use fly fishing as well. But I find for bait fishing, it's the most simple, time effective, and best way I find works for me the best. I'll do a video on that, as I said, and stay tuned for that. Folks, if you find anything that I've just mentioned useful, be sure to like and subscribe to the video. Be sure to share with your friends as well. Hopefully you can pick up a thing or two. And if you have any different aspects in what I've just said or want to add to it, be sure to let me know in the comments. And yeah, share with your friends and subscribe, and hopefully see you at the next one.